Well, you can catch Daily Blast Live right here on ABC 10 every weekday. It's at 11:30 a.m. They discuss the latest hot topics and trends. Today, we're chatting with Lindsay Granger and Al Jackson about an intervening car that saved the lives of two people nearly hit by a red light runner. Two adults, this is what happened, were pushing a stroller and saw their lives flash before their eyes when a car came barreling through a Phoenix intersection on a red light. But they were saved by a driver. We're taking a look at that video right now. Did you see that? It's really amazing. Al and Lindsay, talk about quick reflexes. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's insane. The family almost lost their life and another car came and intervened. And apparently this driver was actually drunk. Police arrested him for DUI. So it's just scary to think about. I don't know whether it wasn't announced whether the car did it intentionally or not, but he did save an entire family. So
I mean, completely. And you know, Aubrey, when I saw this, I just keep getting reminded of the thought that, like, when it's not your time, it's not your time. And right. I mean, all signs pointed to this being like an incredible tragedy. And obviously, drinking and driving this case is exactly why you should not do that, especially when Lyft and Uber is $5. Fix it, buddy. But, you know, the fact that unfortunately this human being decided to drive intoxicated, but somebody was there to save this family. This could have been a real tragedy. But I just kind of, you know, sometimes divine intervention, I truly believe in that.
Yeah, I hear you. Divine intervention. So if you guys were there, right place, right time, could you have jumped in and intervened as well? Do you think you would have done it?
I don't know that my reflexes are that quick.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost like superhero level.
That was intentional.
But I mean, since I'm sitting here in comfort and air conditioning, yes, of course, I could have done that.
But you know what? Another good Samaritan popped up out of all this. He actually followed the driver trying to catch him and tell him that he did almost hit a family. And the driver was so upset by that, he pulled out a knife and started trying to stab the guy's window that was following him. So, but police did catch him. So luckily, that guy hopefully goes to jail or learns their lesson anyway.
Wow, that video again, just so amazing, and so happy that the passengers are okay, and what a story.
Right.
Okay, so on the traffic tip, but a little bit different, we're talking about a parking spot that sold for $1 million. What kind of car are you parking in that spot?
Oh my gosh. This building in Hong Kong is apparently super nice, and the owner, one of the actual owners of the building, had 4 spots, and he was selling them all for more than 6 figures. And this one, almost $1 million. And it's just insane. How does a parking spot? Speaking of Uber that you were just talking about, I'd rather Uber every day.
I'm just like, what do you get for the $1 million? I would just think you could just have a guy sitting in there all 8 hours, so you wouldn't sit down and your seat's warm.
Valet.
Like, you better get like some kind of perk. I want food in there when I get in my car, but like the windows roll down so it doesn't stink my car up. Like, I want something really special for $1 million, but it just shows you in a place where you know, space is limited and it's difficult to get around. What you end up paying for is space. And like literally in this case it's a space, but I'm assuming that I can't imagine what a 4-bedroom apartment would go for in that neighborhood. It'd probably be a little bit more than that.
Right. I don't know what the parking situation is like in Hong Kong, but I can imagine it's probably pretty congested. Now, Al, I just have to touch on this. You said have someone sitting in the seat for 8 hours so it's warm when you get there, so you're paying. You want to have a butt warmer in your $1 million parking space?
Look, we're not like, I don't know how deep you want to go, Aubrey, but I like a nice toasty seat. I like that. When we're here in Denver. You're in California. You get really cold here in Denver. I like a nice toasty seat.
It snowed last night, so I feel you out.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Electronic seat warmers for that. But if you're paying $1 million for your parking spot, I'm sure your car probably is equipped with some of those extras.
And also for $1 million, it said there are 4 spots. I don't want anybody parking around. I don't want to get a scratch on my car and I'm paying $1 million. I want a football field in each direction.
What about all the other things you could do with $1 million? Instead of paying for that.
I know, I can't, I always say, even if I was that rich, I don't think that I would spend the money on some of the things that rich people spend the money on. I just don't get it.
Oh, Lindsay, I don't know if I agree.
You would buy a parking spot? I would
if you're that rich, what are you going to do? Park and walk and get on the train? No, you're going to do rich people stuff.
I would have a chauffeur, Al. Come on.
Oh, there you go. Now, chauffeur, I didn't think about that. You're more rich than I am in your imagination. I'm still driving myself in my wildest dreams. I still don't have a chauffeur.
How much are those parking spots going for in downtown Denver?
I think it's $1 every 2 hours.
Oh my gosh,
so that guy should move here and save his money. That's right. You can park right in front of our building.
Over the California prices. All right, guys, fun chatting with you this morning. Have a great day.
Thanks, Aubrey.
You too.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.